Hello friends, I'm Phoebe. I'm on a music discovery journey and I would like to invite you along for the ride. I'm checking out artists that I've missed out on over the years, artists I've never heard of, artists I've slept on, artists I have heard of but haven't heard all their stuff. And I'd like to share that with people. So that's why I started this YouTube channel, in hopes that I could hold myself a bit more accountable, hopefully end up doing this full time. That's the goal. And basically, if you like the sound of that, please like and subscribe. We are continuing our journey down the Tool rabbit hole. Lateralus is one of their tracks that I have been suggested the most, I think, so far. I'm guessing it's one of their most popular, and I've enjoyed hearing them. I feel like my understanding of them has become more of an acquired taste over the short time that I've been listening to them. I feel like there is a bit more understanding. When I first started listening to them, I was like, I trying to explain time signatures. Yes, I know it's not all 4444. I'm not that basic, and I enjoy that their time signatures are very complex, that they make you think. I used to refer to them as offbeats because they felt off and out of time, but actually they are, and I always knew this, they are purposeful, and basically they are there for a reason. Now, after I record this, I'm going to be watching on stream with my chat a little video about the maths of Lateralus. So I already know this is like a complete project that has been carefully, meticulously placed. I understand Tool create the music before the lyrics. I don't think that's kind of strange, but I know a lot of people don't do it that format. Either way, it's art, and art can be created in different ways. So I think it's cool, and I think it makes a lot of sense to do it that way. The fact that there's a lot of math behind it, or math, as some people say, is very cool. So let's listen to it, because it's 9 minutes 24 seconds long. I'm going to listen to it twice. I'm going to listen to it once all the way through, and then a second time we're going to stop and start, break it down. I know those people that absolutely hate me starting and stopping will be, this will be music to their ears, because you can watch it a first time through with me. Okay. Now then, let's make sure it's turned up. Oh my God, it was turned right down. No. Okay. Feels a little bit familiar, you know, this one. Nice chords. Nice guitar. Oh! Something bubbling. It's a heartbeat. Is that a heartbeat? Feels sinister. It's getting louder. Clearly. Oh my. Them drums.
As below, so above and beyond, I imagine, drawn beyond the lines of reason. Push the envelope, watch it bend.
Them drums, man. That guitar. That guitar is... Oh. Oh my god. Oh my, wow. So satisfying. Spiral. Is that the end? Oh, I think that's the end. Ah, that, wow. Right. Oh my God. So, okay. Spiral Out, Keep Going. The amount of times that I've had Tool fans comment in my posts, and I know it's a Tool thing saying Spiral Out. People have said, oh, it's a Tool thing. As they say, or as the Tool army says, Spiral Out. Now I get the reference. I feel part of the club. That was incredible. The way it kind of ebbed and flowed. It swelled at times and then retracted. It went through different waves. Louder, quieter. I'm so basic. That was really cool. That was a journey. From first impressions, it feels like figuring out life or working out, like even making mistakes, but that's how things go. As above, so below. It said stuff about infancy. It felt like it felt like coming into life, going through life, this journey. I hope I'm at least on the right path. But you know what? If not, who cares? We'll have a look at what other people say about the meaning soon. I've also got a Genius Lyrics version up, so I think it said there's 120 contributors. So contributors, I said that weird. So I'm sure there's a lot of things to be said. There's even the lyrics have like notes on pretty much all of them, I think, but I'm not going to click on them yet because I want to go through them first. So we're going to listen to that again and we're going to break it down. But from first impressions, that was a really cool journey that kind of, it felt like it started out with a heartbeat. I wasn't sure what that was at first, but it felt like a heartbeat breathing into life, or bubbling in the surface. You know, I was saying something was bubbling at the start, if you heard. Maybe that's inside the womb. Maybe that's noises being enclosed before birth. And maybe it's not, but that's kind of what it felt like. Yeah, let's listen to that again then. Wow. It's all really growing on me. I've enjoyed their stuff, but I felt at first I was more like feeling desperate to understand it because I wasn't sure I'd understand it. I wasn't sure I'd get it. Loads of people calling me a poser in the comments. Like, I don't really care. I like music. I like music. Like, I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't have to pretend. But it's kind of funny that people are like, oh, you don't get it. You're basic, whatever. It's an acquired taste. It's just like a fine wine. And you can't expect people to just get things from the start. A lot of people have been blessed to have gone on this journey a lot sooner than me, or a lot many years ago. And I think I don't have time for gatekeepers anyway, and I don't think anyone should have time for gatekeepers. I kind of think it's funny that people just expect you to know things instantly. But give people a chance, you know? And I'm really enjoying it. I'm not just pretending to like Tool for. I mean, why would I? If I don't like it, I don't like it. And yeah, just I thought that was quite interesting to say. And I know this is like one of their more popular songs, so again, that might be a thing that people are like, oh, she only likes the ones that are like more mainstream or whatever mainstream. It sounds like something I've heard in a couple of dive bars for sure. I feel like some parts felt familiar, but I can definitely say I haven't heard that whole thing before. Maybe sections of it. Yeah, let's listen to that again then. God, we're already at 16 minutes. This is a wild ride. Okay. I love I love those notes. This part makes me feel like it's just life developing, or something developing into a human. Now I can't get that out of my head, can I? I think the image, this artwork, it's a body. It's showing the insides of a body. I'm not sure what the eyes are, but they feel symbolic of something quite powerful, all-seeing, but it's not an all-seeing eye. I'm not sure. It almost looks like a peacock. But then there's a light going right through the person. Is this like some divine force? Maybe. Maybe it's opening up your mind and body to a higher power. Or I don't know, a higher power doesn't seem... I feel like Tool would mock that in a certain way, but like there's something, a force of the universe. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But I really like that intro, the guitar, the melody of that. It's quite calming, but then it gets a bit sinister. Someone's just left a stew on to simmer, that's all it is. No, it does feel like the beating of a heart. It's slowly coming into existence again. It's not immediate. You're almost kind of wondering what that is, and it feels very much like a heartbeat, but could be wrong. A heartbeat within a body. It's probably really wrong to say, but it feels like, if that is the start of life, it feels like the way they came in hard with the guitar and the drums there, it was almost like saying, I have entered life, but instead of coming out head first and like, you know, like a normal baby does, they've come out flying out like Superman, just bursting into life straight out the womb, with this extreme triumphant beginning. A gift of life. And that's probably absolutely so ridiculous to say, but in my head that was what I was imagining. I know that's not what they are trying to convey, but that was just the funny side of my head, not taking it, or not sounding like I'm not taking it very seriously. But I love how triumphant the guitar and the drums are when they come powing in. It's quite abrupt. It's not abrupt, but it's like bang, you know. feels like developing site. Colours, it's not colours to start with. Black and white are all I see. Red and yellow came to be two of the primary excuse me, two of the primary colours, right? Red, yellow, blue. I don't know if red and yellow are like significant as in maybe they are known to be the first colours people see. I can look into that, but I don't want to just yet. Lateralis as well. I wonder if that's like a is it a Latin meaning for something? It might not be. I don't think I've heard that before. Lateralis meaning in English. It's a term from the Bantu that combines lateral thinking with the name of a leg muscle, vastus lateralis, to represent. Oh, hang on. I think I might have spoiled it a little bit here. To represent a journey of personal growth, mental evolution, and pushing boundaries. But I'm kind of glad that I've seen that, because I feel like I'm on the right path for sure. So I want to tell you what I was thinking anyway, because that is what I would have done naturally anyway. So colours coming to be, reaching out to me, lets me see, I guess he's growing, he's evolving, and lets me see, it lets him see colour, right? That's quite obvious. Okay. That drum bit feels a bit more abrupt, sinister, panic, I feel. And maybe in this journey of life, things do get a bit scary, or things can go up and down. That could be why there are some more faster parts to it and then slower, calming ones. I like that. I like the way he doesn't the way he sings is not, it's not your conventional, like you don't just kind of guess where he's going with it or how fast he says things. And I really like that, the way he said like separates the body from the mind, the way he did it, like the overthinking, overanalyzing was kind of slower. I liked the way he did that. I don't even know how I explain that, but the pace was different, and I enjoyed that. It was unpredictable, which a lot of Tool stuff is for pretty much everyone, I think. But certainly for me, there's not so many. It's not as predictable as your fours, right? I like progressive music. I like a lot of other progressive stuff, and I've definitely noticed that there as well, that there's something quite interesting in it, even if it is something you don't quite get at first. You kind of become accustomed to it. You either like it or you don't, I think. For me, it's definitely grown on me. So I say you either like it or you don't. But if you don't like it, give it a chance, because it can grow on you. If you want. Sorry, repeating this line.
Black then white are all I see.
So this has come back. So we're repeating the verse already. So we've done a verse, a pre-chorus, chorus, and now back a post-chorus, and then a verse. I think that is quite interesting. Sorry, I just scrolling the actual video. That's quite interesting. That's a structure. Again, it's an unpredictable structure. I like that. He says, as below, so above and beyond, I imagine. Drawn beyond the lines of reason. Is that all about fate? Is that I mean, as above, so below. It's a common saying, but he said it in the opposite way, as below and so above. As above, so below. What? Why do they say it? Isn't Google amazing for this? It's an ancient axiom suggesting a connection between the macrocosm, the universe, and the microcosm, macro and microcosm, the human being. Ah, okay, yeah. About a higher power. Or, well, it implies that what happens on a higher level is reflecting on a lower one, implying a mirroring of correspondence between different planes of existence. For example, patterns in nature might be seen as mirroring patterns in the human body. That is entirely interesting, fascinating. But he's saying, as below, so above and beyond, I imagine. It's just a nice way of putting it, a different way of putting it that makes you, or made me think, oh, that's similar to the saying, but not quite what I've heard. Push the envelope. That's like pushing boundaries, seeing how far you can go with things. And in life, that is something you do. Watch it bend. That is kind of going against the grain, or trying to do something different. Don't just think outside the box. Run far from the box and find more boxes that you can also run past, and then jump outside and create your own shapes, or cubes, or non-cube structures. Phoebe, come on. Anyway, overthinking, overanalyzing separates the body from the mind. I think that kind of implies like intelligence again, like not just doing your standard basic thoughts and feelings. It's doing more than that. It's having the ability to go back and maybe improve on things. If I overthink and overanalyze, it helps me to do things better in future, or maybe just assess things on a deeper level. I think that might be what he's saying. Separates the body from the mind. It separates the basic from the intelligent. Separates the. I think I'll stop there because I don't want to sound offensive. Withering my intuition, missing opportunities. Okay. So that could also have an impact, basically. It could also be a negative impact, overthinking and overanalyzing. It's stopping him from catching opportunities. It's missing opportunities. It's withering his intuition. It's actually dulling his mind, maybe, or stopping him from being intuitive, perhaps. And I must feed my will to feed. Sorry, I must feed my will to feel my moment. Not sure what that would mean in this case, but I guess again it's part of the life process. Drawing way outside the line. What does the notes on this one say? Importance of being present in each moment and the positive impact it has on our mental health and well-being. Yeah, I guess so. Feed my will to feel my moment. Draw away outside the lines, think outside the box again. Feeding your imagination or feeding your creativity, you can't just be inside the box again. I'm sorry, I'm bringing the box back into it. I know we want to be away from the box, but for analytical purposes, creative people are creative for that reason. They don't just think of the basic stuff. They don't try and do things that everyone else has done before. They try and do something different, something unique, and that is exactly what Tool do anyway. But the fact that he's kind of explaining this is quite interesting. He's feeding that creativity. He wants to feel the moment, and he's doing that by this. And then it goes back to the verse.
In my infancy, red and yellow then came to be, reaching out to me, lets me see. There is so much more and beckons me to look through to these infinite possibilities. As below, so above and beyond, I imagine, drawn outside the lines of reason. Push the envelope, watch it bend.
So again, the pre-chorus, we've heard that one before. As below, so above and beyond, I imagine. Verse 2, there is so much more and beckons me to look through these infinite possibilities. That's kind of, for me, that feels quite clear. There's so much more out there. If you're willing to explore it, if you're willing to open up your mind, if you're willing to think creatively, it's quite a gift, and it enhances life, doesn't it? I think there are so many possibilities out there, infinite possibilities, in fact, if you just open up your mind, if you're welcoming to it. Nothing happened to anyone that couldn't be bothered or didn't care or didn't want to, right? That's quite important, isn't it?
Push the envelope, watch it bend.
The drums, man, and the guitar. Did he? Oh no. So it's slightly different from the last chorus. Withering my intuition, missing opportunities, and I must feed my will to feed my moment. Yeah, overthinking, overanalyzing separates the body from the mind. Withering my intuition, missing opportunities, and I must. That was the first one. I must feed my will, blah, blah, blah. This one is overthinking, overanalyzing separates the body from the mind. Same. Withering my intuition, same. Leaving opportunities behind, same sentiment, but he's just changed it a bit, and that it's a small detail, but it's quite noticeable, and I like that. I like those small details, but they still have an impact. And there is the same chorus, leaving opportunities behind, feed my will to feel this moment. Urging me to cross the line. Did he say that the first time? No, he didn't. He said drawing way outside the lines. Okay. So yeah, it's a different chorus as well. That's cool. I like the structure because it's so unpredictable, and it's so like what I would think or what I would say is unconventional, which makes it unpredictable, of course. But so many details make it really creative. So urging me to cross the line, it's kind of influenced me, or it motivating me to cross the line, to step outside, to push the boundaries, step over the line, reaching out to embrace the random, opening up your mind, embracing things, welcoming them, reaching out to embrace whatever may come. Same sentiment again, keeping an open mind, and that really does help broaden your horizons, doesn't it? That sorry to cut him off there. I will go back a sec. Really loved that guitar piece. That bit there was, oof, it was a bit meaty, wasn't it? I really liked it. I don't know what it was. I just was feeling that bit. And then it just like goes back to calm. Or is it like feeling on the edge? But everything is quieter now. Again, lots of repeated stuff. But, well, it sounded repeated, but not quite. Yeah, it sounds so good. It sounds so good, but there's nothing... I say there's nothing more to... Hang on. Let's go back. Let's listen. Yeah, we did talk about those ones. ADHD, my brain. Oh, I love this bit. It's turned a corner. Something else is happening. Feels so wavy. You ever get high off music? This right here. You hear the backing? there's a lot that has just happened. That there was a guitar solo. It sounded so cool because it feels, what is the word? It feels like this evolution into something quite fascinating. It's really hard to explain, but it's like this glorious, triumphant opening of the mind. It's kind of trippy. It's kind of dreamlike. The guitar was there, but it didn't sound too in your face. It was, what's the word? It was like understated, but a very cool detail. Understated, but very powerful. Does that make sense? Like, it wasn't directly in the forefront, but it was almost there. But it wasn't, everything around it was mixed in. I can't really explain it any better than that, I don't think. He also said, I embrace my desire to feel the rhythm, to feel connected, enough to step aside and weep like a widow. That bit was really calming, and I every now and then I close my eyes. I'd love to listen to this with my eyes closed the whole time and just hear that in like a relaxing environment. I embrace my desire. I guess I want to, again, same sentiment as we've been saying before, like open up my mind, broaden my horizons, explore my creativity, feel connected. Is this feel connected enough to step aside and weep like a widow? Does that just mean like it's all right to cry? It's fine to feel emotions, maybe like not just crying and sadness, but like explore your emotions. We get one life. Why suppress things? Why not experience everything to some degree? Obviously in a necessary way. Yeah, that's what that feels like. To feel inspired, to fathom the power, to witness the beauty, to bathe in the fountain. These are all some amazing examples of just taking life by the balls and, like, you know, running with it, enjoying, exploring, going out, seeing the sights, touching grass, being amazed by the wonders of the world. Like, life and nature is so precious. It's incredible. And there's so much shit going on in the world. There's so much bad stuff going in the world. But life is still beautiful. Life is still a gift, and there is still good out there. There is still beautiful scenery in some places. And just reminding yourself of what is here and what there is to be thankful for. And it's hard sometimes, and it must be harder for people in places of war and awful scenarios like that, where scenery is a lot different there. So I don't want to generalize and just be like, yeah, go outside, it's beautiful out there. But I think in many different ways, enjoying what there is, making the most of what there is, and appreciating things, not taking it for granted. Swing on the Spiral. I'm going to click on this one, actually. So we're going to watch a video after this together on stream. I'm going to post that one on my Patreon, but I'm not going to post it with this recording, because just for reasons of recording, and it's someone else's video, so I'm not sure where we can go with that. But it's about the Fibonacci sequence in geometry, and that is what's known as it defines what's known as the golden spiral, an ever-expanding spiral figure seen frequently in nature, such as the patterns of seeds in sunflowers or the shells of Nautilus. These later references to the spiral serve as confirmation of the intentional Fibonacci coding throughout in the song. This is something that I have only learned about through the recommendation. Thanks to Zippy, by the way. Did I say that? Zippy sent a donation over on Ko-fi, and this boosted this up in my queue. So thank you, Zippy. I absolutely always have to thank people, and I can't believe I didn't do it at the start of the video, but I will do that at the end as well. So the Fibonacci sequence relates to the spiral, and this is why spiraling is so common with the Tool army, the Tool fans, and this makes so much sense now. This makes so much sense. Everyone's saying spiral out. Wow. So whilst I won't share watching the video, I will read the rest of this little blurb about Fibonacci sequence. So this also adds to the theme of embracing the random as seen throughout the song by not overthinking and just following the spiral. Interesting. Very interesting. It's so like mathematically planned. That is quite something. You hear what some musicians do when they're creating your music, but this is on another level, and I can completely understand why people are fascinated by them just from how they create their music, their structures. The lyrics are quite deep, and a lot of them are kind of open to interpretation. Swing on the spiral of our divinity and still be a human. So someone said here, with the previous swing line, this sentence culminates the meaning of purposeful and realistic transcendence, to be as godly as possible while still embracing our human limitations. Yeah, there's only so much we can do as humans, or so much we are capable, despite infinite opportunities within reason. They're within reason. But that doesn't mean we aren't capable of a lot, because we are, and we're usually capable of a lot more than we realise as humans. It's in our nature not to really understand that or trust it at first, but a lot of people do open their minds and can reach for the higher reaching things, and it's possible for everyone if you open up your mind. And I'm not saying you can do anything and then like say you can like jump 5,000 meters high or something like that. That would be ridiculous, but you know what I mean. You can do pretty much a lot of things. Why do I sound like I'm making it worse? Okay, shut up. Anyway, next thing. This is proposed for both the positive and negative spectrum of our human traits, hence the swing mantra. Oh, okay, that's quite cool. The guitar solo, I think I've said how amazing I thought that was. Just very cool. Kind of, it wasn't super loud. It wasn't quiet either, but it was. You could hear it just enough, with everything else kind of around it, creating that atmosphere that kind of, it felt quite ethereal. I was saying like dreamlike, yeah, and I think a lot of it had to do with the volume of it and how it wasn't kind of overpowering as such. All right, last bit then.
With my feet up on the ground.
What a fantastic end as well. Like, that was big, that was powerful. It very much felt like we were in fact spiraling out and kept on going. um that little bit of guitar at the end as well, that was pretty cool. It just felt like it rounded it off so nicely. With my feet upon the ground, I lose myself between the sounds, open wide to suck it in. I feel it move across my skin. It's like embracing it within him. I'm reaching up and reaching out, reaching for the random, or whatever will bewilder me, whatever will bewilder me. Kind of like not just things that are natural to him. It seems like he's saying, like, even the things that shock me, that scare me, going outside of my comfort zone, that is probably where I need to head. Because no one ever did something amazing by, just being still and not going outside of that. And yeah, the most creative things are done by pushing boundaries, pushing the envelope, reaching outside, stepping outside the box, crossing the lines, not crossing the lines respectfully, by the way, and all of that. It's so, it feels so obvious that that's kind of the message here, and it's consuming him in a good way, following our will and wind. So it's kind of like always say go where the wind blows, kind of going with it. It feels like that, going with the wind, but also following our will, our desire to do this, our motivation, our purpose in life, figuring out what that is, perhaps. If we do that, we may go where no one's been before. We could create absolute magic, the greatest creations ever created. And that is quite powerful too. If you push yourself, who knows what you can achieve. That's really motivating. We'll ride the spiral to the end. Again, talking about the spiral, and may just go where no one's been. Spiral out, keep going. No wonder that line, spiral out, is so powerful with the Tool community, the Tool army, should I say. Spiral out, keep going. Spiral out, keep going. Spiral out, keep going. That was so satisfying. As basic as I might sound, I think that's my favourite one so far by Tool. But I know that the next one I hear will also probably become a favourite, and then the next one. And like they say with many of the artists that I've been discovering lately, your favourite song is the next one you hear by them. And I believe that. So thank you so much, Zippy, for requesting that one over on Ko-fi and boosting that up the queue, because that was such a pleasure to do. I can't believe I've talked your ears off for an hour. I also, surprise, I did this on stream. So poor chat has been waiting for me, but I think that's quite a really fun one to do on stream, and I really, really love that. Can't wait to do more. I will see you for the next one, hopefully. Take care. See you soon. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Please like and subscribe as well. And bye-bye.